Welcome back to the Pro Show. I'm your host, Profango. I love you for your return. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We get thousands of views and we're still trying to build our subscriber base. So go ahead, make sure you click that button, baby. But this is a special show. This is the Confessions of a Gentleman. This show is basically where I talk about some of my past dealings with women, my dating history, and I can give you guys some advice. Of course, guys, if you want to be a motherfucking player, you know what I'm saying? I can give you some tips. Or if you want to be a gentleman, I'm good at that too. And ladies, if you want to be a slut whore, I can put you on, boo. Or if you want to make a good wife, I can go ahead and put you on as well. But before we get started, I want to give you some dating tips. First dating tip is to look at the big picture. Oftentimes people are pacified with what they see at the surface. You know, does he have swag? And this tip is definitely for the women, so yeah, man, I have to stress, swag does not pay a bill. Swag doesn't even make you feel better when you're down. Swag is the most irrelevant characteristic that a guy could ever fucking have. How a guy walks, how he talks, what he wears is all very irrelevant when it comes to matters of the heart, because a complete asshole, a cheater, a woman beater, a motherfucking dope fiend, okay, homosexual can all dress, walk, and talk the same. You understand? And if you want to be a wife, the last thing you need is somebody who can't communicate. It's somebody who does not have plans for the future. Even if those plans are grandiose, okay? You don't want to deal with someone who doesn't have those things, because if you have kids, I'm sorry, that guy won't be able to provide for you and your family. So it'll just be you and your family, and that guy will be missing in action. And I guess a lot of the reason is because a lot of black women, I don't see this often in Hispanic communities or in white communities. There are some, but for the most part, black women don't have their fathers in their lives, so they don't know how to calculate risk or what standards to hold a guy that they deal with to. So if you have a father, then you can always compare the guy that you're dealing with to how your father did for your mother or for his household, so you know what to expect. If not what to expect, then what to require. So make sure you look at the big picture. If this guy has kids from another chick, then you want to try to figure out why he's not with her and why he chose her. What's his upbringing like? You want to make sure you check that shit out. Look at the big picture. I mean, shit, if you plan on having kids and want to have healthy ones, see if this guy got, sickle cell in his life, I mean, you can probably love somebody beyond their sickle cell, but if that's not what you want to do, then you want to make sure that you want to make your decisions wisely. I guess, for lack of a better word, you want to be wise. If you want to be, slow, then, I mean, hey, fuck them all. Fuck them, girl, fuck them. Well, let's get started with this confession. Well, this confession is about a young lady named LaKendra. I met her when I was really, really little. Her mom and my mom are friends, so I grew up, liking this girl. Growing up, my grandmother kind of instilled marriage in me, so by the time I was 12, I had told my mom, like, I'm gonna marry LaKendra. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. So we then start getting a little bit more intimate about 15, 16. I mean, we were fucking, like, her and her brothers and sisters would come over to my mom's house while everybody would sleep. We'd creep off to the bathroom or some shit like that and just fuck. Ooh, middle of the night. Ooh, anyway. So, my little sister became close friends with her, and then threw some salt in the mix, said like, oh yeah, my brother, he got a lot of girlfriends. And of course, that kind of threw some doubt, toward LaKendra. And there was a little boy, or I call him a little boy, but there was a guy she was dealing with in her neighborhood, boyfriend, girlfriend. They used to fight back and forth on and off and shit like that. And I would call her, I would tell her, look, you ain't gotta deal with that, you know what I'm saying? I want you, I wanna be with you. I'm trying to make something of myself, so just be patient. We could, you know what I'm saying? We got a world. I didn't say it like that. It was more like, I want to get a house and have a family, and let's do something. Like, let me support what you got going on. I was that kid. But she didn't understand that. She didn't have a father at home, so she didn't know how to equate what the future would have been with, a guy with those type of aspirations. What was right in front of her was what she seen, easily convinced by the first dick in her face, I guess, whatever. And so a couple years later, I go out of town. Me and her still talk back and forth from time to time. But when I moved to Phoenix in 19, my mom gave me a call. She was like, your girl pregnant. I'm like, what girl? And then she's like, LaKendra. I'm like, oh shit. Got sad, disappointed. I think a tear came from my eye and shit. It was fucked up. Bad business. And at that time, I was staying with a chick anyway. But, I came back and I was kind of disgusted for like a whole 30 seconds, the stretch marks, because she wasn't completely developed or ready to have a baby. She was crazy. Body just was like, it was like, that ain't cool. And of course the baby daddy wasn't there. Goes back to me saying, look at the big picture, ladies. But I got over it. We didn't get back together, but I was helping her with her kid because her mom was like my godmom. Even though a motherfucker ain't never had a christening, how the fuck you got a godmom? Us in the hood, we got these, unofficial relatives and godparents. I really started like helping with the kid, like changing diapers, babysitting, and shit like that. Her mom even went to ask my mom if the kid looked like me, because she would so much rather me be the baby daddy than the motherfucker who was. But me and LaKendra never got back together. We never fucked again. And so be it. Even though I've always had this affinity for her, she ended up having more kids by loser ass niggas. We talking like straight slacking ass niggas. I don't know where you find these motherfuckers, but this is who she was fucking up. And currently she's married with 3 kids, but last I heard, her husband was beating that ass. And I heard that from the horse's mouth, unfortunately. But if I could have changed anything, it would have been my efforts to win her over. But I truly think that her fate would have been the same. And it wouldn't have been with me. I think shit is still want to deal with, bullshit dudes. I don't know why that's so appealing to everybody, or to women, especially black women. But wouldn't have changed shit. Still love her to this day. Wouldn't get back with her though. I don't know how to take on 3 kids. Please comment below and let me know what you think. Like it, share it. Let me know what you think about the confessions. We'll be bringing you another one. Try to do it every Sunday. Have a lot of fucking women I've dealt with, so I got a lot of content for you. Thanks for checking out the Pro Show. Make sure you subscribe, please. I can't express it enough. This is Profango. Peace.